You're not behind, bro. You're just paying attention to what everyone else is doing. And I honestly get it. It's not easy. We've all been groomed from the moment we were born to follow the default path or the path that seems like is guaranteeing us some form of success, notoriety, fame, virality, right, with the internet. But what does that do? That takes away from your creativity, that takes away from your mind, that puts you in a box. It doesn't allow you the creative space to be yourself and to do things in a way that's unique to you. There's always a choice we can make, but I don't prefer choices, I prefer decisions. And the number one decision that you have to make is just to go all in on your own path. Every human being you see is a creator. Every human being you see has the capacity to carve out a life that they desire, that they've chosen for themselves. But the sad reality is that most people won't. So if you're gonna embrace this path, if you're gonna go all in and become this person who's gonna do some type of extraordinary work that the world will admire in some form or fashion, and even if it's not everybody, it's for a specific group of people. That's typically how it's gonna work because you wanna appeal to everybody. You're gonna have to get used to just being yourself. You're gonna have to get used to being on the camera, and you're gonna have to get used to falling flat on your face. I know failure doesn't sound good. Failure is something that, like, okay, you shouldn't be planning for, but if you want to do something, if you want to build a product, if you want to help someone, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be something you're going to have to learn. It's going to have to be skill involved. It's going to have to be a sense of timing, so you're going to have to be patient behind building the skill. And you're going to have to form a mindset of mastery. Because if you just want to be mediocre, you can pitch the shit now if you like, but if you know you're not good, expect for no one to desire it, buy it. Because you're showing that you don't really take it serious. You're showing that you don't really care. People respect creators, entrepreneurs, visionaries who respect themselves and the craft that they're putting out into the world. You have to be really serious about this, bro. Like, this has to be your all. This has to become your everything. And I say this from a place of building from mastery. Have I mastered it? No. And I'm not going to try to fool you into believing I have. I haven't made millions of dollars. I haven't even made hundreds of thousands of dollars yet. But the point is that I'm on the path, and each day I'm striving for mastery so that I can not only improve myself, I can be put in a better position to help someone else. And that's what most people just don't want to do. They don't want to look like the foolish beginner. They want to start off because they're watching some person who's already made it to that place of mastery, and they think that they can just mimic that shit and do the same thing. I fell for the trap. I thought I could do it too. Turns out I couldn't, so I had to fall back on my face again and realize that I have to start from a place and be willing to be organic and authentic in my own position. I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm an entrepreneur, but I'm building, I'm becoming, and I'm positioning myself to be all of these different people. But I don't want to just be great. I want to be I want to be awesome. I want to become the absolute best. So what does that mean? I have to study, I have to learn, I had to be patient, especially if you're a father. If y'all, any fathers out there, I know y'all can relate. Like, your kids are gonna drive you up a wall. They're upstairs right now. So if you hear any pitter patter, stomping or whatever, just know I warned you in advance. Like, I'm a dad, and my kids are home with me throughout the day while I'm working. There's nothing to fucking hide. This is life. This is reality. But most people want to hide it. You wanna try to tuck away the messy middle, the part where you may not have the funds to do what you want to do or put out into the world right now. So you want to wait till you're polished. You want to keep trying to hide the fact that you're at a 9 to 5 while you're building your business. The internet has become a joke. It has really become a joke. It was a cool place, coming up in the 90s, in the late 90s. It wasn't really like internet yet. It was like the birth of it all. But I'm a 90s baby, so surprise. I'm a little older than you think. But the internet was a cool place, bro. Like, it was a cool place. MySpace for all my old heads, Facebook when it first started. Like, it was a place where people could connect, be real, raw, and organic in their approach. But nowadays, this shit is just smoke and mirrors. You getting these facades that people are putting on, making you believe that you are not enough because you're not operating at some type of level. This shit is corny. Like, it's really, really fake. There are people, though, let's not get it confused, who are doing shit at an absolutely extraordinary level, literally a place of mastery. But what you're not getting was the story. You're not getting the story behind their brand and how they had to start out. So it's just learning to be honest with yourself. Realize that you have to start somewhere. Your brand, your business, your life was just not a series of ups. It's been ups and downs. And if where you are right now is in a place of inferiority or insecurity because you're watching other people operate at some magnanimous ass level, just tone it down. Just lower it a bit, lower the bar. Not to say forever, not to say you should just act like you don't want anything out of life, but stop taking this shit so fucking serious. This is all a timeline you're on. It's temporary. If you know that you're capable of more, then it's about becoming more first so that you can do more, all right? Your output into the world, and eventually you'll have what you want. Become, do, have. So just respect your journey. That's the main thesis behind the whole video here. Respect your own journey. Stop giving a fuck about what everyone else is doing. You get on social media, you're looking to your feed, and you're looking at all the people who you just want to aspire and be like, and so you just keep trying to pattern yourself after them. The world has a funny way of exalting very specific people to get you to be like them. And the vast majority will never see that success, not because they're incapable, but because they're trying to walk a path that's already been walked. It's carved out. The ultimate path for you is to always do what's natural to you. There should still be some challenges involved, like learning a new skill and how to convey a message, so communication, maybe it's digital marketing, maybe it's copywriting, maybe it's face-to-face communication, being on a camera, but just respect the fact that you are where you are and stop looking at what the fuck everyone else is doing. It's really kind of crazy. Like, I have like a burning passion towards this to help people create personal brands and to help them understand who they are and realize that they are the architect, not just of their life, well, not just of their brand, but really of their life. And your brand is a representation of your life. You know, like, it's a reason why big name companies, Coca-Cola, Nike, Pepsi, you know, whatever, they all taking even Amazon, Tesla, Elon Musk, Bezos, all these people are taking a very strategic approach to represent their company with themselves because they understand the psychology behind it. People will buy into what they do when they like you, but you can't hide yourself forever. You can't call yourself a creator and not be out here creating shit. It just doesn't work that way. And the things that you are creating, if they're a carbon copy of the next person, you're just gonna feed the other person traffic. You're gonna give them notoriety because they're already known for doing this shit. So here's what it comes down to, right? Self-awareness. Understand yourself. Self-awareness equals brand awareness. Number 2, which is gonna be purpose, you have to have a mission. Embody a mission. Live by this mission. This mission should drive you, bro. Like, it should be your everything. This should be your overarching theme in life that you're going after. And everyone's purpose, as we know, is unique. You have to assign this to yourself. Don't just follow blindly and assign a mission that's already been given to someone else, because you're just going to be another copy, a clone. We have enough NPCs running around in the world. Number 3, embody passion. Don't create a series of passion projects, right? Like, don't just try to say, hey, I'm a tree hugger, I love trees. Everyone should love trees, and hey, you want to purchase my way to how to love trees? No, like, don't sell loving trees. That's your preference. That's your passion. That's what you like to do, right? What you can sell and what you can help people to see is the necessity of loving trees and appreciating trees, and give them your mindset towards it. Ultimately, all we're ever selling in life is ourselves and the mind behind how we think, because nothing's really new underneath the sun. Number 4, bro, like, hands down, you need a skill. You need something that you can put in your repertoire, in your quiver, right? When you're a cowboy, you got the pistol on your holster, you walking around in the wild, wild west. You need something that's gonna separate you to make sure you're not being dwarfed in comparison to the other people who are doing what you're trying to do at the highest level. You need something that's going to separate you from the masses. You need something that's going to put you in a state of position to be seen, to be elevated, to transcend where you are, and to stand out amongst your peers, essentially. Number 5, bro, you need curiosity. You need to, in essence, to become like a child. I have 3 kids, 12, 4, and 3 years old. And from the oldest all the way to the youngest, they're the most curious kids I've ever met in my life. Maybe I'm being biased because they're my kids, right? Probably so. Who cares? Your kids, I'm pretty sure you see the same thing in them also. It's just the nature and trait of a child to want to know, to want to understand, to want to explore. So this has to be embodied in your own life, individually, independent of a business, personal brand, anything like that. Just as a person, you have to return back to a state of curiosity and wanting to know and learn about yourself and your relationship to the world. Because the more you understand yourself and the more you're aware of who you are, You start to learn your relationship to other people in the world you live in. Not only that, you get more comfortable with learning how to serve and help people. Because the reality here is that you will not be able to serve everyone. You won't be able to love every human being in the world the way you're gonna love your kids, or the way you're gonna love your spouse or whoever. But there should still be this nature about you that wants to learn and grow. Overall, be willing to learn and stay curious. Number 6 is gonna be mastery. You need a sense of mastery. You have to be pursuing some kind of meaningful goal in life that's gonna evolve you, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your business, whatever it is. It needs to be something that you have a sense of control over and that you can essentially mold your reality around. These are the people that we admire in society, and we admire them for a reason. It's not because they have all the money and the status and the prestige. That's surface level shit. I'm talking about the actual abilities that they have to just do things effortlessly. At least it looks effortless. It's really not. It's just the fact that they've done such mediocre shit for so long, for extraordinary periods, that now what they do just looks effortless. So I plead with you, I implore you, if there's nothing that you haven't taken up in your life that's gonna cause you to have to grow, give yourself a task, assign yourself a task. Because if you don't, the world's gonna assign it to you, and you're not gonna like what they're gonna have you do. The world is gonna have you like a cog in the machine, like just another screw. You can pretty much tell this is like a world system we live in, right? Specific pieces, titles, specialists, doctors, judges, lawyers who do highly specific things. So if you're not in a position or want to be in a position to have to get a degree and learn this and do this and work this job, you're gonna have to position yourself as a specialist who can do a highly specific thing. So those are my 6 categories. Those are the things that I embody, I live, and that I think is gonna help you in every way possible to steer clear and as far away as possible from the default path, the clone path, the NPC path. Because at the end of the day, man, this is your life. This is your reality. This is the world that you live in. But my world is not gonna look like your world. Perception is reality, bro. Perception is reality to all. I wrote a newsletter about that a while back. I'll put that in as a link or whatever in the description. You check that if you want to. If not, okay, cool. But I just wanted to tap back in, make another video. I think these are important because it's my raw mind, my perspective, where I'm at, who I am, where I'm growing. And I talk a lot about authenticity and being organic. And this is just about as real as it gets. If you don't have a YouTube channel, please get one. It's just gonna help you start brain dumping, understanding yourself, and documenting your journey at the end of the day. That's all I got though, bros. I have a digital product dropping called the Brand Architect Method. That'll be out any day. I'll drop that in the link. If it's not in this one, it'll be in the next video. I have a cohort coming up, the Brand Architect Operating System, where I teach you how to productize your mind and to become a niche of one so that you don't feel like you need to take the guru's coaching path where you have to do what they do and try to find their own path. It's a highly organic approach to help you build a personal brand on your own terms, with your own product, with your own knowledge, skill set, and expertise, and just put you in a position to be yourself and live a life that's worth living because you're doing what you love, selling what you love. Or if you just want to speak to me directly, there'll be a link down there also. We'll chop it up, build out a brand blueprint, and help you just understand yourself as a creator, entrepreneur, visionary. These are the type of people I work with. That's all I got though, fam. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching the video. Look out for the next. Keep becoming the architect and create your own reality.